What's up, guys? In this game, I was up against Zilong in the EXP lane and I accidentally destroyed him. Then there was also a Hanabi on the enemy team, and when those two are on the same team, it's almost impossible to win like that. He's so bold that he's just charging in the minions and just passing right in front of me. But I already know what he wants to do. He just wants to clear the minions, but when I got my ultimate, I know he's already dead if he does that again. Because Zilong doesn't have any escape skill, his dash is just for charging at enemies just like Masha's ultimate, and he doesn't have flicker either, so it's an easy kill. Here I was, already 2 levels ahead, and I immediately built Sky Piercer because I knew I could easily stack it. But if you think the enemies are strong and your team is falling behind, it's not a good idea to build Sky Piercer. Some players, even when they're getting crushed in the early game and already have a lot of deaths, still build Sky Piercer and don't adjust their build. While I was accidentally crushing Zilong here in the bottom lane, Chang'e was destroying my teammates in the top lane, and the enemy mage was really strong in this game. She was the only one who managed to kill me here. So yeah, I just diving Zilong under his turret. Masha can easily handle this, especially when the enemy is squishy, and in the late game, even tanky enemies can get killed by Masha under the turret. Here I thought Joy would help me. She could have easily done it since there were minions she could use to stack her second skill, and Franco was late anyway. But she just literally watched me die. Good thing Franco managed to hook her here, so she died too. It's just funny that Franco had Temporal Rain here. I think he just wanted to do a 1-3-1 combo. Actually, in this game, the junglers were supposed to be the strongest since it was so easy for them to kill the marksman and mage from both teams. Interestingly, it was the EXP laners from both sides who could stop them on their own. Well, I can say for sure that Masha can easily handle Fanny, but I don't know about Zilong, because he's trash right now. I accidentally killed Zilong again here. I thought he was just a minion. But honestly, Granger and Zilong had the same impact in this game. Zilong might have even been stronger. Just from this guy's marksman emblem and build, you can already tell he doesn't know what he's doing. I was actually able to kill Hanabi here, but Franco used his ultimate on me. Good thing he didn't have any nearby teammates, and luckily Hylos had map awareness, so he was able to back me up and zone out the enemies. But here, our positioning was really bad, though I was still able to kill Fanny and Franco. Still, we lost that fight. I couldn't switch targets anymore because even if I forced myself to reach the mage or marksman, I wasn't sure I could kill them. At least I took down 2 enemies. There's something weird that happened here. Comment down below if you noticed it. Here I wanted to kill Hanabi, but I would have had to dive too deep, so I decided to just push the bottom lane turret instead since that was more important. Zilong even forced himself to defend here, so I ended up killing him again. He just loves feeding. Don't ever do that, guys. My position in the bush here was really good, and the enemies didn't check it, so when their mage came close, I immediately killed her since she was the one carrying their team. I did kill her, and I was able to use Winter Crown, so I survived. So yeah, the game was about to end and I killed Zilong again. I was even about to kill Fanny too, but the game ended. Zilong's KDA was actually solid after this game. Our Granger was Dark System too, but the enemy team just really lost in terms of hero composition. Here's another game, but this time my matchup in the EXP lane was really solid. I honestly thought this would be an easy win since we had a Johnson, which is a pretty solid combo with Masha. But the thing is, he barely picked me up the whole game. It was mostly my other teammates riding with him. Right at the start, Grok was about to get killed immediately, so he got mad in this game and started crushing my teammates. I honestly couldn't stop laughing at the Lunox in this game. I managed to kill Grok and used Flicker to chase Valor, but then Ling suddenly showed up, so I ended up getting killed too. Grok got a double kill again here, but I managed to catch up just in time and killed him again.
my fury.
I had a 1v1 with Grok here, and luckily he messed up his timing a bit so I didn't get stunned by his ultimate. But then Matilda showed up, and her damage was insanely high even though she's just a roamer. Good thing I managed to recall just in time. What's confusing here is that Johnson's first item is Thunderbelt. I'm not really good at using Johnson, so I can't say if that's outright wrong. But based on his mechanics, that build is really weird. It's almost 6 minutes into the game, and this is my first time riding with Johnson. That's a nice ride. I targeted Ling here since he's the enemy jungler. Just ignored Grok even though he was also focusing on our jungler. As long as both junglers are under pressure, Suyu really has the upper hand in the retribution battle. Grok's wall was actually perfectly placed here, but I had flicker, so I was still able to chase him. I really thought he was going to escape, but I was surprised that my second skill managed to kill him. This was the one and only time Johnson managed to land a perfect crash on a perfect target. But it was super obvious. If Granger had flicker at that moment, he could have easily escaped. Here I couldn't do anything because the enemies were grouped up, and there was really no way for my teammate to escape no matter what I did. But what happened next was even funnier. You can clearly see that Grok entered the bush, but just watch what Lunix does next. It was really funny. You could clearly see him enter that bush. I actually thought Lunox saw it too. But it's either she's blind or just plain dumb. I just went for the push here since I'm the only one on our team who actually knows how to push. I waited in the bush for quite a while, and Ling finally showed up. I don't think he had his ultimate, so I was able to kill him easily. Beatrix and Lunox rode with Johnson more often than I did in this game. That's also why they kept getting into trouble. Although to be fair, they're actually a good combo. I just focused on pressuring the bottom lane here, and this might even be what wins us the game. My teammates just can't handle Grok. Here we go again. Johnson got someone in trouble once more. He just picks up anyone and ends up getting them in danger. Good thing Ling ended up right next to me. I immediately gave him a tight hug around the neck. Then the enemies started chasing me, but I still managed to kill Granger and even used flicker to get away. But they still caught up to me. To be killed by Grok's wall is just crazy. And this was the moment Lunox actually made a really solid play. I've never seen Lunox play like this, and she's just so good. Watch Grok here. I really thought he used his ultimate to cancel Johnson's ultimate, but it was actually just Matilda's guiding wind. Then I think I saw something weird here. Comment down below if you noticed it. I managed to kill Ling here, and we went straight for the Lord. Granger still tried to contest, but thankfully our tank played really well, stunned him, and he got killed. After that, we immediately pushed, and not long after, the game was over. Shout out to this guy. Thank you for always supporting me. I really appreciate it. It's funny how my rank just keeps going back and forth, but my MMR for Masha keeps going up.